Because as I often say, Burkina is very rich. Today, our numbers have grown in the armed forces and in the internal security forces. And in terms of equipment as well, we have made a lot of effort. But where did we get these resources? Understand that there was indeed wealth that was unfortunately mismanaged. And there is even more, because as some may think or imagine, there is no such bank where you can go and get a loan in this world to buy weapons. There isn't one. In that world, no one lends you money to go and buy weapons. If you want to arm yourself, you have to use your own funds. But in the recent past, we were deployed, we weren't armed like this. Very far from it. I think there are many veterans here who have experienced the same thing, who can advise the younger ones about what we went through just yesterday and what we are experiencing today. And that should motivate you to fight. And that's very important. Fight for your land. Fight to leave a better Burkina for the generations to come. Fight so that we can properly exploit our resources and benefit from them. We have launched several initiatives. Our parents in the villages are, in any case, more or less satisfied with everything we are doing for them in terms of agriculture. Because our population is mostly agricultural, and with everything we are doing in terms of road infrastructure so that people can get around and so on. But all of this is with our own resources. You look at images from other countries, you would like your country to look like those so-called developed countries too. Do you think it's impossible? Well, it is possible. I was telling someone 2 years ago, I said, in other countries, even animal hospitals are often better equipped than our hospitals here that treat us in terms of equipment and everything. But what have we done to end up at this level? Well, we are going to catch up and surpass them. That's what led us to launch programs as well, so we could build modern, well-equipped health centers. There is no reason for us to lag behind. This is to say that everything we do, it is possible to do it. That's why we do it. And we will continue in this direction. Those who are lucky enough to do internships abroad, who take pictures by beautiful streets and nice buildings, it's possible here in Burkina too. And that's what we're going to do so that you can live comfortably and well. But for that, we have to fight first. That's why I say you have to reflect on your commitment, listen to our anthem, and fight.
Across the Sahel, a new fire is burning, one of defiance, dignity, and rebirth. What we witnessed in this groundbreaking address is not a political speech. It is a revolutionary manifesto. It speaks not only to Burkina Faso, Mali, or Niger, but to the soul of a continent long shackled by invisible chains, debt, dependency, and distorted narratives. At the heart of this vision is the alliance of Sahel states, not just a defense pact, but a call for African unity grounded in action, not slogans. This is about self-determination, owning our resources, producing our wealth, securing our borders, and rewriting the rules that have kept Africa perpetually beneath a ceiling built by others. The truth is undeniable. Africa is not poor. Africa is plundered. We export gold and import poverty. Our cocoa feeds Europe's chocolate industry, but our children have never tasted it. Our oil powers the world, while our women cook with firewood. The real war isn't just on battlefields. It's economic, it's psychological, and it's being waged in boardrooms and newsrooms across the globe. And that's why this message strikes so powerfully. It doesn't beg the world to change. It dares Africa to rise. It calls for the creation of African currencies, African banks, and African media. It demands that we stop allowing our heroes to be defined by outsiders. It urges us to replace aid dependency with homegrown industry and intra-African trade. Most importantly, it calls on youth to become the storytellers of this new age, to pick up cameras, pens, and microphones and reclaim the African narrative. This isn't anti-West, it's pro-African. It doesn't reject partnerships, It rejects manipulation. The speech challenges African leaders to stop waiting for permission, to stop governing by foreign templates, and to stop fearing the wrath of those who never had Africa's best interests at heart. But perhaps its most radical truth is this: Africa doesn't need to be saved, it needs to be respected. It's time to stop clapping for aid deals that come with chains. It's time to stop being grateful for loans written in ink that bleeds sovereignty. The age of polite submission is over. The age of African power, economic, political, cultural, has begun. This is more than a new chapter. It's a new declaration. Africa will no longer kneel. Africa will stand and speak for itself.